when I first started, everything was on film, 16 millimeter. There was
Right.
no video, no DVD. Everything was film. And the library had, 3,000 16 millimeter films that they used to loan out. And those were the educational films that the professors used to use for their classes. And they also signed those films out to a lot of the schools in the state. They used to have film clubs where the schools could invest in, and a certain amount of money they could rent a certain amount of films during the year. And there must have been, God, close to 100 schools all over the state that accessed that service back then, because there wasn't any other educational material out there at the time, just film. And so we had quite an operation here that relied mainly on students to continue going. We had expensive rewind machines for the film. It kept, 100, 200 films a day that needed cleaning and inspecting. Now all you have to do is just go to the back shelf, pick up a DVD, and give it to somebody and return it. It's pretty easy nowadays. But I still miss the old film. I used to take a lot of 16 millimeter back when, and I even developed some of my own. I made special racks for it and stuff, so I could even process my own black and white. And so I did that. I've got some old 16 millimeter movie cameras still that probably don't work anymore, but it's so costly now to take it. It's just, about almost for Kodachrome or so, it's about $100 a roll, or Ektachrome if they still have it. I guess Kodachrome is gone now, but so it's very expensive. But back when, that was the format. So it was a longer effort back then. In the film, of course, you'd only get 20, 30 or so exposures per roll, and you'd have to send them in week to week to get the results back, unless you did black and white, you can do it in your own darkroom. But nowadays, digital is instant. Print and you've got it. But I think you miss a lot of it without knowing the wherewithal and how all this stuff operates,
Right.
People don't know the basics of how they operate,
Right.
because it's just aim and shoot. It's automatic. They don't know f-stop, shutter speeds, lighting, and you used to have a handheld meter. Then you'd have to take a reading, transfer that to the lens on the camera. People miss all that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that nowadays. You just aim and shoot.
Right.
So that's changed a lot. Because I used to take pictures, had to use the handheld meter. So, you knew photography and other things a lot more intimately than you do nowadays. Now it's so many people with digital cameras that it's not so unique anymore. I don't even have a digital camera. I
No.
still shoot film.
Excellent.
Slide film, not black and white, or color prints. I don't shoot any digital.
Yeah.
Someday I'll have to, because film, if you can't get it as easily now. But it's a hobby. I think any hobby gives you a better understanding of the world, no matter what you're doing.
Maybe distracts you.
Yeah, you're always learning something. Whatever, if people are flying or golf or anything, you have a special interest. You get an appreciation for different aspects of life, and photography is one of them.